$32 billion went to ineligible or questionable recipients, right? You had the CERB and subsidies like the CERB. You had it handed out to 1,500 people who were in jail, right? 700 people not living in Canada, 400 children under the age of 15. It even went to 391 dead people, right? So clearly there was a crazy amount of waste there. And one of the big areas of waste that everyone will remember is ArriveCan. Remember ArriveCan, that simple app, it launched with an initial price tag of $80,000. It ballooned all the way up to $60 million, right? And what do the government executives working on that app do? How do they hold themselves accountable? They took $340,000 in bonuses.
Yeah. Well, and after the review, the gentlemen who were involved with the company actually just got suspended for 7 years from being awarded a government contract. And I think it's probably almost up now. They're back in play. So the two gentlemen that were lobbyist IT individuals who worked from their basement, who took home $20 million. So yeah, no, I'm with you. It's that's craziness. But again, the same type of review we need to go through, and we need to get the legislation in place that will stop that from happening. My worry right now, and I don't know if you're feeling it, my worry is this tariff thing. Honestly, this tariff discussion and all the panic around tariffs. The other night, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the U.S. ambassador to Canada, and he comes on. He says, "Hey, by the way, Canada's effective average tax rate for tariffs is 5%." The CBC, interviewer, he says, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, you take the USMCA, COSMA, you take all those things out, you take the 15% that's left, you have some large items that are in on the tariff side. They're important, but quite frankly, we're at 5%. We're running around, having all these discussions like, the world is ending." And then if you read Stephen Murin's papers, that were written because the head economist from the US, the trickle-down effect to the consumer, what is it? So, not that it's not important, not that industries aren't impacted, and I think we have to be cautious to brush it with a broad stroke, but we also have to be cautious not to panic and go running around throwing money everywhere to try to take care of a problem that we need to see what the impact is first.
And I just wish... Well, sorry for interrupting, but I just wish that, the media, or political elites or whatever, the talking heads, I wish they would just pay as much attention on how much our own governments are taxing us compared to how much, another government is imposing tariffs essentially on its own citizens, right? If you look at the average